Meteorologist Stevie D. The time now is 5 o'clock on this Monday morning. We're starting off the work week with some extra clouds out there, even some mild temperatures to start the day off with numbers in the 50s this morning. It's feeling mild because we have all these clouds underway, and you can see that that's what satellite is picking up on this morning. Plenty of rain activity falling across the Great Lakes region, already entering western New York and even portions of Canada like Montreal and Toronto. Here's a glance at our wake-up temps across the area. Most of us are sitting in the 50s this morning, 58 degrees in Annapolis, 56 over in Cockeysville, but down towards Easton and also Denton, both sitting at 60 degrees. So just the light jacket is needed, but you're certainly not going to need it this afternoon. The kids won't need that as well as they head home from school today. Temperatures should be right around 80 degrees as they head home from school this afternoon, but right around lunchtime, hovering closer to the lower 70s. We do have a little bit more in the way of meteorologist Stevie D. The time now is 5:13 on this Monday morning. Let's take a look at your full forecast. A live look outside over downtown Baltimore shows you that we are off to a dry start, waking up with some extra clouds this morning, and light winds are clocking in out of the south. So because of those light winds out of the south and also those clouds, we're starting things off in the 50s. So feeling relatively mild out there this morning as you start your day. 54 degrees in Aberdeen. You might need that light jacket over towards Elkton. You guys are sitting at 50, 58 in Annapolis, and 60 degrees for everyone in Easton and also in Denton in Caroline County. We do have temps that are going to soar back into the lower 80s today, so get outside and enjoy it. Today is going to feature a little bit more cloud cover compared to sunshine, so hopefully you got outside over the weekend, soaked up all that glorious sunshine, because today we have more clouds to talk about, and I made sure to put the rain icon on this planner to showcase that we have a pop-up shower that's not out of the question towards the middle part of the day, so right around lunchtime. But as we take a look at your wind gusts, winds are going to be kicking up throughout the morning and also as we head into the afternoon, anywhere from 30 to even 35 miles per hour for many areas, especially around the higher elevations. This is not good if you suffer from seasonal tree allergies. So maple, elm, and juniper are going to be the top allergens today. We're at a level 11, so very high pollen levels today are expected. I would limit your time outside if you can. We do have also an elevated risk of fire spread because of those gusty winds, low humidity, and dry fuels. So outdoor burning of any kind today is highly discouraged. Also, it's probably beneficial to keep your vehicles off of dry grass as well. Any flame that's ignited could spread pretty rapidly because of how dry things are out there. A few spotty showers are possible right around the middle part of the day. That's what Futurecast shows, but they will be very quick hitting. Not every neighborhood will be seeing them, but right around the Baltimore area, we could get in on a stray shower or two. And then into your Tuesday, kind of a similar setup. But we start to really warm things up over the next couple of days. It's been a while since we've seen a temperature at 90 degrees. The last time we did that was 219 days ago on September 6th, where we topped out at 91 degrees at the airport. The average first 90-degree day right around BWI is May 21st. So you guys are hanging out at 51 degrees, 54 in Jarrettsville, 58 in Annapolis, but across far southern Maryland, we're seeing temps in the 60s this morning, and even out towards far western Maryland, looking a little bit milder for you all, low to mid 60s. 65 degrees in Deep Creek, which is nearly 25 degrees warmer than it was yesterday. We're feeling that added warmth already across central Maryland. We have winds out of the south. We also have those clouds in place, just kind of hanging overhead, trapping that heat near the ground. It's going to make for a pretty mild start to your morning commute. We should be back in the low 70s by 10 o'clock this morning, reaching highs in the low 80s today with a few isolated pop-ups right around the middle part of the afternoon. Back over to you.
All right, Stevie.
This morning, we're starting off in the 50s for a lot of areas. We're dealing with some clouds drifting in overhead, and that's helping to keep us on the warmer side of things. We're placed in between a warm front and cold front, so this is the reason why we have some clouds affecting across the area. Some passing showers out towards the Ohio River Valley and even up towards the Great Lakes region. And we could see a passing shower or two right around midday, but the bulk of the area is going to be dry. The farther northeast you head, that's where we're seeing the cooler air set up shop. 49 degrees in Elkton. Elkton, 53 in Cecilton, but down towards Easton and also in Bowie, both sitting at 60 degrees. So it really just depends on where you are across the viewing area. By 10 o'clock, most of us should be back in the low 70s. I would dress cool today because we are going to be getting back into the 80s this afternoon. I'm forecasting a high temperature of 82 degrees today. A spotty shower is not out of the question closer to lunchtime, so just keep an eye on radar if you do have any outdoor lunch plans. But yesterday, even on Saturday, we dealt with wide open sunshine. It was glorious out there both days this weekend. But today will feature a little bit more cloud cover and winds are going to start to pick up a little bit more. So we will notice those winds kicking up this morning, gusting to about 25 to even 35 miles per hour. With those gusty winds, that's going to make the pollen count a little bit higher, and it also increases the threat for elevated fire spread. We have low humidity and dry fuels, so not a whole lot of moisture to work with, which is also going to be the reason why it will be hard for some of those raindrops to make it down towards the surface today, given how dry the atmosphere is. I would hold off on outdoor burning today, highly discouraged, and also make sure to keep vehicles off of dry grass because any flame that's sparked or ignited could travel and spread very rapidly. But here's a look at your pollen count today at a level 11. The tree pollen is going to stay very high Tuesday and Wednesday. So if you do suffer from these seasonal allergies like myself, a great day and the next few days to spend a lot of your time indoors. Futurecast shows that we could be seeing a spotty shower too right around the middle part of the day, clearing skies overnight, and then a spotty shower not out of the question for your Tuesday. The big story is going to be the big warm up as we head into the next few days. We could be challenging old record high temperatures, especially on Wednesday, with a very good shot of actually beating that old record high of 8. Avoid burning outdoors and also keep the vehicles off of dry grass because that could help ignite and spread a lot of that fire around. So just make sure you dispose of flammable items properly. Low humidity and dry fuels also working with those gusty winds. That's going to lead to an elevated fire spread today. Not to mention that the pollen levels are going to be so high. So before you head out to Camden Yards, you want to take those allergy meds. We are going to be nearing record warmth this week. So over the next couple of days, we'll be back up into the upper 80s and near 90 degrees. Wednesday is the day where we'll likely actually break the old record high of 88 that was set back in 1941. We'll be hitting a high of 90 out there. And then on Thursday, potentially tying the old record high of 90 set back in 2012. We have limited rain chances over the next several days. A pop-up shower is not out of the question today and tomorrow, but a very dry rest of the week and a dry start to the weekend. I'll talk more about when rain chances will start to pick back up coming up in my full forecast. Christy? The forecast today and even over the weekend. The weekend was beautiful. Lots of sunshine. It felt cool. It was very a nice cool spring day yesterday and also on Saturday. Today we're going to start to heat things up a little bit. So this morning we're beginning the day with numbers in the 50s and 60s. Good morning, Annapolis. You guys are starting off strong at 61 degrees, feeling a little bit cooler the farther north you head towards central Baltimore County. Cockeysville right now 54 and 53 up in Parkton, 60 down towards Easton. I would just grab the light jacket if you live north of the city. That's where we're seeing numbers in the 50s right now, but you won't need the jacket this afternoon. Here's a look at Steve's furry friend Honey. You can see Honey is just begging to get outside today. We'll be rising back into the lower 80s. We should be hovering in the low 70s by 10 o'clock this morning. So that just shows you how quickly these temperatures are going to rise. We have breezy winds out of the southwest that you will be feeling throughout the day today with wind gusts anywhere from 25 to 30 miles per hour for a lot of areas. So the wind gusts today, you'll certainly notice it, and it will stay a little bit breezy even around the time of first pitch at 6:35 as the O's take on the Diamondbacks. Temperatures will be right around 78 degrees, so dress cool if you're heading out to Camden Yards. The skies are looking dry even throughout the 7th inning stretch. But these winds are going to stay a little breezy today. They back off later tonight, but this is going to create some concerns because we're so dry out there. The atmosphere is very, very dry. Low dew points, we're talking low humidity, dry fuels to work with. So this is the reason why you should avoid outdoor burning. Burning is highly discouraged today. The winds are also going to help pick up some of that tree pollen and disperse it all around the area over long distances. So if you've noticed that you have some pollen on your vehicles, I know a lot of folks are heading out to the car wash today. They will be doing that because the tree pollen is looking very high. Grass and weed pollen looking to be on the lower end of the scale. But yes, that pesky tree pollen, that could really get you. As we approach 1 o'clock today, a spotty shower is possible, but then towards the evening, we're looking rain free. It's looking perfect for the O's game as first pitch is at 6:35, like I mentioned earlier. And then a few pop-ups are not out of the question for your Tuesday, but there will be plenty of dry time this week. In fact, we keep rain chances at a minimum, and we're going to be upping our temperature. So the last time we hit a high temperature of 90 degrees, that was all the way back in September, 219 days ago on September 6th, where we hit a high of 91. We have the opportunity to hit a 90-degree temperature both on Wednesday and also on Thursday. Very abnormal. Our average first 90-degree day at BWY of the year usually occurs on May 21st. So we are well above that. As we take a look at your super 7-day forecast, today I'm forecasting a high of 82 degrees. A spotty shower is possible right around lunchtime, but the bulk of the day is looking to be dry and quiet. You just will notice a little bit more of that breeze out there. We have that elevated risk for fire spread, so hold off on burning of any kind today outdoors. 87 degrees for tomorrow afternoon. Your ride into work and also the ride home looking to be mostly dry. There could be a shower that pops up in between, but much of the day will be rain free and limited rain chances. That's going to be the trend throughout the rest of this week. Nearing record warmth on Wednesday. The old record high is 88 degrees. I'm forecasting a high temperature of 90. Typically, the average first 90-degree day at BWY occurs on May 21st. So we are well above that. I mean, record that was set back all the way in the 1940s, and we have another opportunity to hit 90 degrees on your Thursday, so potentially tying the old record high of 90. Meteorologist Stevie Daniels. The time now is 6:50 on this Monday morning. Let's take a look at your full forecast. Some of the clouds are trying to clear out of here as we take a live look outside over downtown Baltimore. You see plenty of breaks off in the distance out there, but plenty of clouds lingering overhead. The water starting to get a little bit more rough as the winds are beginning to pick up this morning out of the south, but that is helping our temps start off a little bit milder than yesterday. Nearly 10 to even 15 degrees warmer than this time 24 hours ago. You need the light jacket if you live out towards Cecil County or even Hartford County, sitting in the mid to upper 50s. Same case in Cockeysville and also Parkton. Lower 60s right now in Annapolis and 61 degrees in Easton. We should be right around the lower 80s by 2 to 3 o'clock today, reaching the 70s though by 10 o'clock this morning. This just shows you how quickly our temperatures are going to climb throughout the day, so you will want to dress cool. Today marks the start where we actually will start to feel a little bit more summer-like this week. So nearing record warmth after today, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday likely going to be the warmest days this week. We have winds that are going to be breezy out there, gusting between 25 to 30 for most. The gusty winds plus low humidity plus dry fuels out there. The atmosphere is very dry. This is going to help ignite any spark that gets ignited. So this is the reason why we have that elevated risk of fire spread today, because of all of these factors. Outdoor burning of any kind highly discouraged today, and keep the vehicles off of the dry grass as well. Your rain chances are looking very limited, not just for today, but throughout the next several days, even as we head into the weekend. We have rain chances picking back up on Sunday. As we take a look at futurecasts, here's a look at some green out there. This is good news because we're still suffering from moderate drought conditions across central Maryland. A spotty shower too could make it down to the surface, but overall most areas will stay dry today. Mostly clear skies tonight, and then a spotty shower is not out of the question tomorrow. But nearing record warmth, this is really the big story of the week. 90 degrees on Wednesday. We could actually break the old record high of 88, and then 90 on Thursday, tying the old record high of 90 set back in 2012. So it's going to feel more like late June or even early July out there on Wednesday and Thursday.